So I'm doing my presentation on Dick's Sporting Goods, company analysis, T-Bus 400. So the executive summary. Dick's Sporting Goods has been an industry player since its foundation in 1948. High quality outdoor activity equipment and clothing is what the sporting goods store does best. Dick's continues to develop areas that must be addressed and improves upon segments that delivers for sustainable economic growth. In the following slides, we'll analyze in detail what this company does and how it manages to succeed against competitors and survive in an ever-growing retail sporting goods environment. So, firstly, company strategy, business model, products, market size, and potential. We got the most popular online stores in the sports and outdoor segment in the United States in 2018. So Amazon's on top, and then Dick's Sporting Goods is underneath that. And then we got various outdoor activity product types like shoes, backpacks, thermal flasks, camping equipment, bicycles, etc. So the company strategy provides superior support, sporting good products. Business model sells directly to consumer markets with interest in outdoor activities from physical stores. Products, so they have outdoor gear and equipment such as fishing rods, soccer and footballs, camping tents and hunting rifles, apparel, shirts, shoes, pants, hoodies and sweatshirts, footwear, cleats, running shoes, boots, hiking shoes, electronics, smartwatches, drones, cameras, and portable speakers, accessories, backpacks, wallets, water bottles, and hand warmers. So moving on to their market size, they had 730 stores across the U.S., highly competitive market with big players such as Walmart and Cabela's. 8.2 billion hiking and outdoor stores, 2020 U.S. market size. 1.4% growth in 2020 for U.S. hiking and outdoor stores. Dick's meets customers' needs through brand name and durable products and a wide range of products to choose from. So moving on to company history, financial and stock performance. We got net income in the bottom left-hand corner in billions. So you can see it's fairly steady with 2017 decreasing quite a bit. And then on the right-hand side, we've got revenue reported 8.5 billion as of 2/1/2020 in the past 5 years. And over the last 12 months, it seems to continue rising with a slight decrease in 2019. Company history, founded in 1948, became known as Dick's Clothing and Sporting Goods in 1958, started to expand outside the Binghamton region in 1992. 50 stores are in operation, generating an estimated 10 million in sales per store in 1996. And then it becomes a public company in 2002. So performance, the market cap, 2.31 billion as of 4/21/2020. So that's stock price times shares outstanding. Stock price at the time of 4/21/2020 was $26.40. The symbol on the New York Stock Exchange is DKS. The 52-week range ranges from $13 to almost $50. And there was a recent crash because it was trading at $49 2 months ago, which was caused by COVID and investors being scared. Net income in 2020 decreased from 319 million to 297 million, which was a decrease in about 22.4 million. Overall, the company saw a slight decrease in net income, although the company is healthy overall.
Management and organization. The CEO is Ed Stack. Ed Stack took over the company from his father, Dick Stack, and when he took over, it was 2 stores. He's now grown it into an $8 billion a year juggernaut. The management team is trending younger and much more diverse. The board of directors is older and male and mostly white. However, in recent years, Dick's has made changes, sort of signaling their change in philosophy. They're becoming more diverse and trying to become more in tune with their customers. They recently created the position of Chief People Officer and appointed Julie Lodge Jarrett to that position. They've also brought in Ann Fink to serve on the board of directors. Business landscape. So the business landscape, the sporting goods retail market has shifted greatly in the last decade. Competitors have fallen out and gone away. Big Five Sports has rolled operations back way more. They now are in smaller locations and fewer locations. Sports Authority is gone. Although Dick's now stands atop the brick and mortar industry alone, Amazon has stepped in to help fill the vacuum for online sales, and they're dominating. Recent health concerns with COVID-19 have brought it so that this has accelerated the online retail industry, and Dick's has found itself playing catch up. Although they've had a system in place, they were slowballing it much, much more than they wanted to. Competitor pie chart, business landscape, competitor pie chart. All right, so we see on the pie chart that Dick's is second. The industry is dominated by Amazon, with Walmart coming in a close third. The six forces. Threat of entry. So for brick and mortar, you have Walmart. Walmart is a superstore, but if they wanted to focus more intensely on their sporting goods section, they would probably pose the biggest threat for a brick and mortar sporting goods store. For the online world, we have Amazon. We've seen Amazon in the past go and move into brick and mortar stores before with the purchase of Whole Foods. So that threat is always out there. Intensity of rivalry, low. On the low end, you have Walmart. People don't go into Walmart expecting to spend a ton of money, but they not necessarily go into Walmart looking for sporting goods equipment. On the high end, you have REI and Eddie Bauer, although they cater to a much different and a much more specific outdoor life crowd. The power of buyers, fairly weak but growing. We're seeing what was a gradual move away from brick and mortar stores be accelerated by COVID-19. And what this is showing people is that they didn't necessarily need to go into stores to buy the equipment that they wanted. Because sometimes they feel like they just need to see it or touch it before they buy it, and they're finding out that that's not as important as they realized. Threat of substitutes is minimal. There are mom and pop stores around the country, but they pose little threat. And there are specialty stores like Bass Pro Shop, but Dick's has found a healthy medium to exist in what they sell and how they market it. Power of suppliers. There are no issues. This is mentioned briefly in the annual report about the trade war between the U.S. and China, and they said that these aren't really any real issues, and they've mitigated everything so far with minimal stuff showing up on their pricing. Opportunity to compliments. I feel like there's a good opportunity of compliments for Dick's. They do make their own clothes, and they make their own equipment with Field and Stream. They could couple these together to bundle them and make really good sales. They could also offer superior warranties and even in-store replacement, as Sears did with Craftsman a number of years ago. There's also, for CSR, Dick's CSR campaign is Sports Matter. What they do is they take money, they match dollar for dollar donations to help raise money for Pee Wee leagues and youth and school sports throughout the whole country.
Moving on to competitive advantage, leading the way for sporting goods across the US, but the rivals such as Walmart and Amazon have surged in the recent years. Um, so, have we built competitive advantage, and who are our main competitors? As of right now, for online, our main competitor is Amazon, just because everybody goes to Amazon. Super fast checkout, super easy checkouts, very seamless process. But people go on Amazon to look for anything and everything, even sporting goods materials. And then moving on to our brick and mortar sector, we believe Walmart will be our biggest competitor. But what gives us competitive advantage over Walmart is that they also focus on clothes, jewelry, produce, whereas we really do just focus on sporting goods, outdoor activities, and us coming out with our own clothing line and such really does give us that competitive advantage over Walmart or over Amazon. And, you know, we have really built our competitive advantage through premium products and low prices. We also have a price match guarantee with other like sporting goods stores and such. And with Big Five and Sports Authority diminishing, we really have separated ourselves as the sporting goods store nationwide. Torey mentioned competitors like REI, Eddie Bauer, and Dylan also mentioned Cabela's. When you think of those stores, yes, they are sporting goods, but they're mainly outdoor sporting or outdoors activities. Like they also have hunting gear and such. Whereas Dick's Sporting Goods really does focus on sports, right? And that is shown with our CSR that Tori mentioned. Sports matters. We really are reinvesting into our communities and trying to make the world better. And with that being said, Dick's really has separated themselves as the sole, I don't want to say the only sporting goods stores, but practically we are one of the main sporting goods stores out there, especially in brick and mortar sector.
So my portion of competitive advantage. So you can see the value chain is a sequence of activities that firms complete to deliver a value proposition to their customers. And then Dick's primary value chain activities can be seen in the below example. So partnering with vendors such as Nike, purchasing goods, managing and distributing inventory, operating stores, and then finally marketing and selling. So they have a whole bunch of competitive advantage, including the primary activities. So important ones would be operations, so important for producing and maximizing efficiency. So Dick's Sporting Goods can have economic growth, obviously. And then marketing and sales. Dick's brand recognition to produce more sales. High quality products at a low cost is their go-to marketing strategy. And secondary activities such as controlling these activities like quality management will allow Dick's to continue strengthening its competitive nature in the market. And then tech development. Dick's will need to continue developing their data analytics segment to reduce costs and target new old customers. So my portion of the appendix of the firm's value chain. You see on top the support activities and below the primary activities. So such as like inbound logistics, they use scan and pay with real-time data being recorded. And finished goods are shipped to the store like Adidas and Nike products. Operations 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week with the exception of Sundays, which starts at 10. And then service, friendly, helpful, and welcoming employees. Well, that was my part of the overall company analysis, and have a good day.
Competitive advantage. So what we see in the first slide is we see all the numbers for Dick's, Amazon, and Walmart. We see their revenue, their cost of retail in total, which is their cost of goods sold, as well as their labor, their gross, their net, their percent of court, and their percent of net. And what we see is we see Dick's fall right in the middle. They're just below Walmart and court. But when it comes to the net, they spread it out and they're more evenly in a solid second place. When we look at the cost comparison here, what I did is I found equipment and I found apparel. I found shoes. I was able to find the exact same kind of shoe from all three retailers. And I found a similar model number for the equipment. It's just slightly different color variations. And what we see is we see Dick's at the bottom or near the bottom in all three categories. They appear to be using price as their competitive advantage. And if we look at willingness to pay as more of a spectrum and less of an exact formula, we can see why Dick's is able to succeed with that strategy.
Moving on, we have our analysis. Let's see. Perfect. So analysis. So what is our main strategic strength / opportunities that we have? Our main focus, our main strength as a company is our sporting goods, highly skilled, highly trained workforce. You go into Dick's Sporting Goods, doesn't matter what you need, fishing, golfing, anything, you will have somebody who's not an expert, but who knows really good, like who knows well about each one sector, right? So you can get exactly what you were looking for, get the best thing that suits your needs, so you don't just guess and then you need a different one next day. And then also our strong distribution network, low cost, high quality, which I mentioned in the previous slide, in competitive advantage. And then the opportunity to grow, become the largest brick and mortar sporting goods store. We are already on our way there, so it's only up from here. But we do have some weaknesses where this comes in, main strategic weaknesses and where we could improve on. We are very, very slow on this technological advancements. Here are some slides that I pulled up, or pictures, screenshots that I took of one of the recent data polls not data polls, just statistics that I found. And global rank worldwide, we're at 1148. Country rank, we're 225. We are the biggest sporting goods stores, yet we don't really have that big of an online presence, if you will. We also hold a lot of inventory, not transforming to meet today's customers' needs, so which is like switching more and more to online, making the online process seem seamless. Seamless is the word I was looking for. Very seamless. So not enough exploration into the online market, no easy checkout / pay. That's where Amazon comes in. Super, super seamless, just super easy to check out. So we have recommendations for our for Dick's Sporting Goods, how we can improve and become what we could be. Focus more on web based, because with, as Tori mentioned, with COVID, people are realizing that they don't have to go into the stores in order to purchase something. So they will be switching more and more over online, and then we need to come up with our own checkout system. We do have the typical checkout, but Amazon's just one slide, one click away. So like little things like that that we need to do, and also save people's informations, and then explore more. Explore options of becoming more than a sporting goods store. Focus more on clothing lines. So like instead of just being Dick's Sporting Goods, they could be like Nike, where Nike has their own store, but they also have their own clothing line, which is huge, huge. You know, and also focus on human connections, really placing their footprint in every community a Dick's Sporting Goods store exists. The CSR helps with this immensely. Sports matters, but we can do more. There you go. That's our recommendations, and thank you for listening. Um, I'll just show you the appendix of the company timeline from here. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Thank you, guys. Peace.